Good morning, one and all, and welcome to the College Football Playoff edition of the College Football Kickoff Show. It's yours truly, Brandon Rutherman, coming to you from the confines of home. We got College Game Day to the right of me, the FCS helmet tree in front of me, the big one behind me, of course. It always seems to be changing helmets, and in the era of this expanded college football playoff, nothing could be more further from that truth. Anyway, we got 10 minutes, well, less than 10 right now, to get down to the business of making our Lanyard selections, not just for the remaining college football playoff games of this first round, but we got the FCS Semifinals, which will also go down today, and we'll get to those first. But first, some congratulations are in order. First off to Notre Dame for knocking out Indiana. They will advance to take on the Georgia Bulldogs in the Sugar Bowl New Year's night at the Superdome, which I know is going to be a fun night in the Big Easy for everybody involved. And a couple of honorable mentions. James Madison and Sam Houston. We mentioned both of those together because they won their very first ever bowl game. So congratulations to James Madison and Sam Houston. If you're wondering, yeah, I've been a little under the weather this week. And I like to think I'm coming out of it. But we haven't done a show since Thanksgiving. An actual show where I'm in front of the camera and not behind it. So, now with 8 minutes left in this College Football Playoff Edition special, let's get right to it with the Lanyard selections. First off, we're going to put these ones on together. Montana State is hosting South Dakota. North Dakota State is hosting South Dakota State in the FCS semifinals. Now, granted, South Dakota State and North Dakota State have occupied a combined 11 FCS championships. It's an extraordinary feat. The cycle, I almost want to think, is likely to be broken. With that being said, Montana State over South Dakota, North Dakota State will put an end to South Dakota State's chances of a three-peat. Those teams will meet in the FCS championship game in Frisco, Texas in a couple of weeks' time. So, there you have it. Now, the fun begins. SMU, Penn State. It's a whiteout in Happy Valley. And given what I just saw, it saddens me to know that the field is not whitened. We can dare dream, can we? But I think to compensate for it, there's going to be too much Tyler Warren, too much Drew Aller, too much Singleton, too much of a running game. Although SMU has proven that they can play with anybody. I like to think they'll be in the game early, but Penn State will pull away. And really, how can you not root against Penn State when there's a whiteout involved? So, Penn State will win that one, earning a trip to the Fiesta Bowl to take on Boise State, which now brings us to Clemson and Texas. By the way, we finally have a new Clemson lanyard. We finally got one. One that you could actually see on your screen. And of course, there's Texas. I tell you, if there was a game where a road team could steal one, this would be it, I think. At least that's what I thought it was until I started hearing a lot of chitter-chatter about the fact that Tennessee brought their contingent from Knoxville. Some are calling it Neyland North. Some are calling it Big House South. Ooh, that's a little cold. Nevertheless, Clemson is playing Texas, and I think it's too much Texas. It's not so much Quinn Ewers or, Isaiah Bond. I think it's more defense than anything. They kept Georgia in check in the SEC championship. And as good as Cade Klubnik has been lately for Clemson, the buzzsaw is about to meet Clemson head on, I fear, with a couple of horns in front of it. All right, all right, all right. So, yes, I am taking Texas. And last but not least, without dropping any lanyards, of course, it is still early yet, we got Tennessee, we got Ohio State. Now, the question that no one has really addressed, although ESPN just did a feature on it just a short time ago, is whether or not Ohio State's psyche has recovered from the debacle against Michigan in Columbus. They got a Tennessee team coming here, or coming to Columbus. Coming here. Yeah, they're coming over to take my trophy. Yeah, by the way. They're coming for this. They all are. All 12 teams. Well, 11 now. Indiana's out of it. Yeah, the winner gets to come over to take this trophy. Well, that would be kind of cool if that happened, but the trophy that they're playing for is a heck of a lot bigger, and the enormity, the weight of a year's worth of hard work to get to it, to win it, is going to be about 1,000,000 times worth more the weight. Not so much the weight in getting to the game, but the weight for winning it and hoisting it. Anyway, I went to an alternate tangent there. And besides, we got 2.5 minutes left in the clip. So, Tennessee, if they win tonight, there's going to be a great emphasis on Dylan Sampson running the ball. Can Ohio State, with the modern-day warrior, the name Jack Sawyer, with the mean stride and the mean pride, can Sampson perform some gash plays, some key moment gash plays? And if you're Ohio State, do you go into Drago mode and show everybody why you were the team that everybody said you were at the beginning of the year and not at the end of it? This is such a tricky game. It's a slippery slope. And I hate to even think that, the loser of this game is going to have an entire year to deal with it. But if you're Ohio State, it means much more to you to win this, to stop some of the bleeding. Maybe even all of it. After all, you're playing at home. This is your best chance right now, and you got to take advantage of it. I like Ohio State to punch their ticket to the Rose Bowl to take on my Oregon Ducks. And with that, we conclude matters for the College Football Playoff edition of the College Football Kickoff Show. It's great to be back with you all again. Have yourselves a great College Football Playoff Saturday. For now, Brandon Rutherman signing off. Have a good one, guys.